been tithing for a number of years. And I really can't imagine not doing it. God has been so faithful, so loving, and has just blessed us more than I could ever imagine. But when my husband and I decided to do that, it was just a little bit scary because, finances were tight. But like Lisa told us last week, the bills got paid. They got paid. And one thing, that we learned is that it's not a magic thing. You don't plant a seed or a bean one day and wake up the next day and find a beanstalk. It's just a continuous growing blessing that you feel more comfortable. You feel like there's just no other way to do it but to trust Him. There was something else that came to me, a number of years ago, and I found an old journal which I wrote and talked about tithing my time. That God has been so faithful and given me 24 hours, given Bob 24 hours each day. How could we give back to Him? So we started by each of us reading our Bible in the morning, and in the evening we would come together, he and I, and we would do a devotion together. And from that we started to become a little bit more involved in things in church. Bob was always so good with his hands. So he did woodworking, he worked in several of the Habitat houses. He helped Pastor Paul with the rails that hold our hymnals in the back of our pews. And he made hundreds, maybe 1,000 little wood crosses that he gave out to people that he felt needed them, wherever he might be. I started teaching 3rd grade and doing volunteer work within here and at Hope Pregnancy. So when I was thinking about all those things, I was thinking too about a story that I had heard about a pastor who hated to talk about financial giving. But he was doing a sermon series on 2 Corinthians. So when he got to chapters 8 and 9, he couldn't get around it. He had to talk about it. And so at the beginning of his sermon that day, he took his offering plate and he put it on the floor, and then he stepped into it. And he talked about the importance of us giving our whole selves to the Lord, not just our wallets, but our whole selves. And that just stuck with me. And I thought, okay, that's what I need to do. I'm not there by any means. I'm a work in progress. But I think that it's something that maybe I'd like to encourage you to do also. The church needs our financial giving. There's no doubt about that. We need to have that to keep the lights on, buy materials, so the children can learn even more. We need also hands and feet. So think about that as the offering plate goes around, that you might put yourself, your whole self in it. Thank you.